Your allies have been ambushed by goblin raiders and are being held captive in the ruins of an old fort. Learn the basic controls of Battlemarked as you attempt to rescue them. Use the left stick to move your view around. Tilt the right stick forward to zoom in and backward to zoom out. To rotate your view, tilt your right stick. Well done. Now we will learn how to move your hero through the world. The floor outline shows your movement range, which is how far your piece can move. Pick up and drag your hero to the marked tile. You can interact with some objects in the world by placing your hero above them. This will move your hero next to the object. Drop your hero above the door to open it. Each turn, you may use 2 action points, or AP for short. Every action you perform, such as moving or opening a door, costs 1 action point. You can see how many points you have left on the turn meter. To attack an enemy, pick up your hero and drop it on the enemy piece, exactly the same as opening a door. All heroes can perform a melee attack. A die is used to determine the outcome of an attack. There are 3 possible outcomes: hit, miss, or critical hit. To roll the die, pick it up and throw it.
Keep underestimating me.
Well fought, but you took damage during combat. This reduced your hit points. When your hit points reach 0, your hero will be downed. Continue onwards to your next challenge. One of the goblins has struck you with a flask of poison, afflicting you with the poisoned status effect. Some status effects are beneficial, while others are harmful. When poisoned, you will take damage at the end of your turn until the effect ends. Fortunately, there is a treasure chest nearby containing a potion of healing. To open the chest, move your hero on top of it. This card is a potion of healing. It can replenish your hit points and remove negative statuses, such as poisoned. To use the potion, pick up the card and drop it onto your hero.
Fight's not over.
You see another chest before you. Why not take a look inside? You now have 2 arrow cards that allow you to attack from afar. These cards can be played multiple times and are never expended. To fire an arrow, pick up the card and drop it on one of your enemies.
As rain finds the ground.
While your arrow card is reusable, there is a cooldown period after its use. The number on the card indicates how many rounds you must wait before it can be played again. Fortunately, you still have 1 more arrow card to play. Use it to defeat the second enemy.
Right down the center.
You have now used both of your action points, and a new round begins. The cooldown on your arrow cards has ended, and you may play them again. This hero has been downed. You can revive them using a potion of healing, or by dropping your piece onto the downed hero. Since you have no potions, move your piece onto the fallen ally. You have successfully revived your party member, but now face more enemies than you can defeat in one round. Fortunately, there is a poison barrel nearby. Try shooting it.
Bow of yew, shaft of ash.
Let's tug on the weed.
The barrel has exploded, releasing a cloud of poison gas over the surrounding area. There are numerous objects that explode when destroyed, so always be on the lookout. You now control your second hero, the Sorcerer. He is a master of powerful elemental magic. His Firebolt card, for instance, not only inflicts burning on enemies, but can also ignite poison gas. Give it a try. The fire before you must now be extinguished before you can safely open the door ahead. Luckily, the Sorcerer has a water flask. The water flask will break to douse the area indicated, and costs no action points to use. Try using the flask to extinguish all the fires at once. Since you have one of your action points remaining, you are now free to gather the loot dropped by your defeated enemies. Move your piece on top of a pick up the second loot bag. Aside from loot and treasure chests, there is one more common way to acquire new cards. Energy builds in your card meter every time you defeat an enemy. When this is filled, you will receive a new card for each of your heroes. You can scrap unwanted cards to fill your card meter faster. You can only scrap consumable cards. Try discarding one of your cards by dragging it to the scrap icon. The energy in the card meter has now been filled, and each hero has received a new card. Open the door ahead to proceed. The healing fountain will replenish hit points and remove negative statuses from your entire party. Your sorcerer is still injured, so drop your piece onto the fountain to use its powers.
This could change everything.
You are now ready to face your first real challenge. Once you feel ready, enter the final chamber to free your allies.
I know what to do.
Looks like our escapee got homesick, and he brought a friend too. Boys, get him!
Right where I aimed.
Brace yourself.
Anchor, draw, release.
Here they come.
Hold still.
At times, you'll be given the option to perform an ability check. This involves rolling a die to defeat the difficulty class, or DC, of the particular challenge. Roll the same number as the DC or higher to succeed. Depending on the ability scores of your hero, some checks will be easier than others. You will be able to improve the ability scores of your heroes throughout your adventures. Your remaining party members are imprisoned in this cell. You consider how best to free them. You were unable to find the key. It looks like you'll have to try something else. Embarrassingly, you were unable to gain entry to the rusted cage. Perhaps together, you might simply force the prison open.
Carve my tombstone.
Smashing the lock apart, you finally reunite your party. It's time to leave this place. The level exit is in sight. Interacting with this will allow you to finish a level. However, you must defeat nearby enemies before it can be used. You may also need to find an exit room that acts as a key.
I knew my boys missed someone. You've done well to get this far. But then again, you did not have to face me, Gronkov. Boys, get ready, and beware the Spellboy's fire tricks.
This bugbear captain is carrying such an exit room. He is wise to your fiery magic and preemptively douses himself in water. Since the captain is a powerful enemy, it would be useful to know his strengths and weaknesses. Simply pick up an enemy piece to reveal vital information on your adversary.
This is gonna be awesome.
Enemy's turn.
Flammable.
The Paladin is a versatile frontline fighter. He can protect himself with armor and support the party with healing, all while smiting enemies on the field.
I smite for justice.
The rogue is a master of assassination. She can use stealth to avoid being targeted by enemies, then move in close to deal heavy damage. Her melee attacks deal bonus damage when striking from behind.
Can't hit what they can't see.
Enemies up.
The hunt continues. The wild strikes true.
Are they going to get away?
Oh,
Well fought.
just the smell.
With rune in hand and your foes vanquished, you can now use the level exit to finish your mission. Only the hero carrying the exit rune can use the level exit. You can skip the current hero's turn by clicking on their portrait. You can also delay their turn, so long as they have taken no actions. This can be a valuable tactic in combat. Congratulations. Your party is reunited, and the raiders are defeated. Your path lies ahead of you, and adventure awaits.
That sound from the weave.
Step 1. Don't die. Step
Fate may hum its tune, but I sing my own song.
The last of my clan. Ha! Always save the best for last.
No prey escapes me.
Fear me? Sure. But fear justice more. Time to fight for the good guys. Ready to bust some heads. For justice!
Your party returns from their latest adventure, forging a path through the forest back to civilization. Wild-eyed warriors dressed in the colors of the city of Neverwinter run wordlessly past you. You hear panicked screaming from whence they came. Someone's in trouble.
Help me! Come back, you cowards! You! Save me! My guards ran off, but you'll protect me, won't you?
Bahamut, guide my hand.
Oh no! Here comes more of them!
The wind plays tricks. Let's make this quick. Breathe deep.
I dance to my own rhythm. We need a quicker beat.
It is the foe's turn.
There, fixed.
Natural as breath. Burn for it.
Even your death will underwhelm.
Their move.
Fall down! Take this!
Here comes the justice. Fall down, evildoer.
My side. Nope. Nope, I'm fine. Who are... Oh, never mind. I am Lord Elmer Babris, emissary of Neverwinter, on urgent diplomatic business. I must reach the Emerald Tavern, though I should never have agreed to meet in elf territory. Will you escort me there? Many thanks. Now let's all... Wait! What's that? Something's coming. The goblins are back! Save me!
Lord Babris.
Oh, my Lady Fallwater. It's you. But what are you doing out here?
The sound of battle drew me to this place. What happened? You're injured.
What? This? It is naught but a scratch, my lady. The goblins attacked, and my guards ran off. But I fought bravely on until rescue arrived.
Timora smiles on you. But, as mediator of the peace talks, I must hurry you to the Emerald Tavern. The elven envoy awaits you. Forgive my urgency, friends. These are dangerous times. I am Lady Sonsha Fallwater, Druid of the Emerald Enclave. I believe I am capable of escorting his lordship from here. May Sylvanus guide you as you journey onwards.
Onwards? Nonsense. They must join us. At the very least, a round of drinks for my rescuers. Honor demands it.
As you wish, Lord Babris. All are welcome at the Emerald Tavern. Let us make haste.
As war looms in the distance, you escort Lord Babris and Lady Sancha to the Emerald Tavern for their meeting with the Elven Envoy. You've successfully delivered Lord Elmer Babris to the Emerald Tavern, high among the treetops. Usually a welcoming place. There is a strange tension in the air as you enter.
The elves of Neverwinter Wood extend their welcome to you and your escort, Lord Babris. I am Lyriel Galandonel, speaker for the elves. I hope that...
Welcome? Your welcome is the spider's welcome to the fly. I was attacked in your precious woods.
Lord Babris, I'm shocked. What happened?
I found his lordship injured on the road. Luckily, these fine heroes had already come to his rescue.
This is disturbing news, but I assure you my people were in no way responsible. Should we proceed with the negotiations?
Here? Now? In this place?
Lady Galandonel. Lord Babris is clearly shaken from his ordeal, and is uncomfortable here. It is only right that he be allowed to choose a venue where he can feel safe. Perhaps Thunder Tree? It lies on the edge of the wood, but is a settlement of Neverwinter.
Thunder Tree? Yes, an excellent choice. Allow me a drink to quiet my nerves before we depart.
But we are all present here.
Please, Lyrael, let our guest be among his people at Thunder Tree. We should not test the patience of Neverwinter without reason.
If that is the stance of the Emerald Enclave, so be it. Will your new bodyguard accompany us to Thunder Tree, Lord Babris?
We shouldn't impose.
Impose? Not at all. In fact, I insist that you escort us to Thunder Tree. First, a drink for you and, more importantly, me.
Then it's settled.
Apparently so. I must thank you again for your timely rescue of Lord Babris. If he had died in Neverwinter Wood on the way to these negotiations, well, it does no good to dwell on what might have been. The elves of the wood and the city of Neverwinter stand on the precipice of war. Were it not for the Emerald Enclave, the battle lines would already be drawn. Our agents in the city caught wind of Neverwinter's war preparations and delayed them long enough for these talks. Alas, the Neverwinter envoy, Lord Babris, does not seem inclined toward diplomacy. Are you ready to leave for the Thunder Tree negotiations? How can I help? This conflict is a slow-burning fire, fed by old wounds and new grievances. The elves see the logging as an existential threat. Neverwinter views the forest as a resource they have every right to harvest. It was not always like this. The last Lord of Neverwinter escalated tensions. After he was dethroned, the Emerald Enclave helped establish a treaty. But now something or someone has rekindled hostilities. Skirmishes have erupted and blame is being hurled from both sides. Who struck first? That depends on who you ask. What I know for certain is this. War would be devastating. We must guide both sides back to reason before it is too late. How can I help? He is an ambitious man, and ambition rarely breeds patience. He sees himself as the rightful voice of Neverwinter, though his claim to that title is not without controversy. I do not doubt his love for his city, but his vision is narrow. He sees only the prosperity of Neverwinter and not the cost to the land or the people who call it home. He is also emotionally invested in these talks. If you have spoken with him, you may have noticed his regard for me. I pretend not to, for his sake. Such affections, however flattering, have no place in matters of diplomacy. How can I help? Lady Galandonel is a formidable leader, though I fear her patience wears thin. The elves of Neverwinter would have long memories, and their history with Neverwinter is fraught. They aided the city when its fate hung in the balance, and only to find themselves dismissed once stability returned. Now they see the treaty they fought for eroded, and their lands threatened again. I cannot blame them for their frustration, but frustration is a poor guide. The elves must recognize that war will not preserve their home. It will only hasten its ruin. How can I help? The Emerald Enclave stands between civilization and the wilds, ensuring neither grows too strong at the expense of the other. We are not rulers, nor conquerors. We are guides, keepers of balance. The treaty we brokered after the last Lord of Neverwinter fell was not perfect, but it held. Now we must act again to prevent disaster. Not everyone trusts us. Some in Neverwinter see us as outsiders, meddling in affairs beyond our ken. Some among the elves believe we should take their side outright. But peace is not found in allegiance. It is found in understanding. That is why I am here. To ensure these negotiations do not collapse before they have begun. How can I help? Are you ready to leave for the Thunder Tree negotiations?
A kobold sits hunched over a plate stacked high with golden pancakes, syrup dripping from the edges like melting candle wax. He tears into the feast with abandon, stuffing syrup-soaked bites into his maw, chewing noisily, tail twitching with delight. The kobold swallows with effort, his throat bobbing, then licks his snout with a quick flick of his tongue. He finally pauses eating, though his clawed fingers still clutch a fork, a fresh bite of pancake hovering halfway to his mouth. Beady eyes fix on you, weighing something very important.
You like pancakes, yes? Of course you do. Only monsters don't. But tragedy. Syrup is running low. no syrup, no pancakes, no pancakes, no joy! Sweet vine suffers. You help, yes? Get maple sap from trees, bring back, make syrup, save breakfast! Simple, easy, full bellies for all.
Sweet Fang's tail thumps against the chair, and he looks up at you expectantly, as if you've already agreed.
Dum da da dum dum. Deacon has taken upon himself to gather music from all corners of Faerun. Deacon has found a beautiful song from these here parts, but Deacon is afraid Deacon lost it. Deacon was practicing outdoors, and a gust of wind grabbed a hold of the score. There should be 3 sheets of music somewhere here in Neverwinter Wood, scattered by the wind. Please find them. Bring them to Deacon.
Well met. You have done a great service in ensuring Lord Bavris reached this place alive. Had he perished in the woods, peace would already be lost. And yet, I find myself departing again before our plea for peace has even been uttered. If you would speak with me, I will listen. What do you wish to ask? It began as many such conflicts do, with a broken promise. Neverwinter's loggers swore they would not cross certain boundaries, that our sacred groves would remain untouched. Then we found our trees felled, our warnings ignored. When we sent envoys to remind them of the treaty, they did not return. We found them burying the bodies beneath the roots of the butchered trees. The loggers claimed that we attacked first, a convenient excuse and a lie. And now, war looms once more, all for greed and stubbornness. What do you wish to ask? Lord Bavris is a man of words and of pride. His lands and lineage were restored by the very peace he now hesitates to uphold. I do not know if his reluctance stems from fear, ambition, or the blindness of his own station, but I will not allow the lives of my people to be gambled on his uncertainties. Lord Bavris holds his title and lands by the will of Neverwinter's current ruler, but the previous Lord of Neverwinter had no such favor for his line. When the old tyrant was deposed, it was not only through human hands. Elves bled for that cause. The Emerald Enclave bled for it. And when a new ruler was chosen, Bavris's title was restored under the very peace he now strains to deny. If he does not recall this debt, then he is a fool. If he does, and still he hesitates, then he is something worse. What do you wish to ask? The Emerald Enclave serves nature's balance above all else. To them, peace is not justice, nor is it necessarily right. It is merely preferable to war. Sancha Fallwater believes that moving the talks to Thundertree is the best way to prevent violence. Perhaps she is right, but it was the elves who bent first. It is we who've bled. Neverwinter has given up nothing. What do you wish to ask? We are the children of this forest, its shepherds and its shield. We have seen its ancient glades and whispered its oldest names. We do not seek dominion, only the right to live in harmony with the land that bore us. We have watched the world change, and we have changed with it. But we will not bow to those who see the forest only as timber and profit. What do you wish to ask? If you would speak with me, very well.
Well met, traveler. You stand in the Emerald Tavern, and I am its proprietor, Aravilar Durafil. Lord Bavris mentioned you have an open tab on his account. Generous, isn't he? Might I recommend Beldabar's Ale, just in from Yartar, if your palate can appreciate the distinction?
Yes, order whatever you like. I'll take mine and wait for you by the door. One for the road, that is the expression, yes.
So, friends, what will you have? Feeling adventurous? I've got a drink that will turn your whole world upside down. What would you have? Anything on your mind? A delicate situation, to put it mildly. The humans of Thundertree broke the treaty established after the last round of bloodshed, logging where they swore they would not. The elves sent a delegation to investigate. They never returned. The next party found their bodies, and loggers desperately trying to cover up the crime. Naturally, that did not go over well. The loggers claim the elves attacked first in both cases. A convenient story. The way things are escalating, it will be war soon enough. War is a generous word for the last conflict, but if it pleases you, we'll call it that. Some elves from Neverwinter Wood opposed the rule of the last Lord of Neverwinter. In retaliation, he ordered clear-cutting of their forests and execution of any who protested. The elves resisted, of course, aided by the Emerald Enclave. It was a costly affair, but then another of the Lord's many schemes unraveled, and he lost his throne. That war ended with the treaty that Neverwinter and Thundertree now so casually trample. And all for some lumber. Anything on your mind? Ah, well, I am not, as you may have gathered, a native of these woods. I am of House Durethil, an esteemed family of Evermeet. It was my misfortune to be invited to leave that blessed isle. A regrettable misunderstanding, I assure you. Now I find myself in need of wealth, enough to buy my way back into certain good graces. Anything on your mind? Babris? He represents the city of Neverwinter, and his coin is good. That is all I require of him. Anything on your mind? You've never heard of them. Consider yourself lucky. The Emerald Enclave, well-meaning, I'm sure, fancies itself the guardian of the wilderness. Druids, rangers, all terribly self-important. But I suppose if not for them, we'd already be knee-deep in blood. Anything on your mind? What would you have? As you wish.
Ah, my savior. I hope you enjoyed yourself. No finer reward for heroism than a well-earned drink. Am I right? Now, what can I do for you? Ask away. Ah, a grave matter, to be sure. The previous Lord Neverwinter left us this mess, but once he was deposed, we secured peace with the elves. Yet now the logging community at Thundertree has come under attack. And who is responsible? The elves, naturally. It's a clear violation of the treaty, for which I came in good faith to negotiate recompense. There can be only one payment. Blood for blood. Those responsible must pay with their lives. And then, of course, with gold. Compensation for the families who lost loved ones. And while we are speaking of debts, there is the matter of my personal expenses. The elves insisted we meet in the wilderness, far from civilization, and I nearly perished for it. There will be no further talks until negotiations move to more favorable ground. Ask away. Lord Elmer Babris of Neverwinter, at your service. Diplomat, statesman, nobleman, burdened with the unenviable task of keeping this realm from plunging into chaos. And what thanks do I receive? None! I'm nearly killed in the woods. And still, I must be the reasonable party in these negotiations. If there is to be peace, it will be because of my efforts. Ask away. Sancha Forewater is formidable. A woman of great wisdom, strength, and, well, she has a way of cutting through nonsense with a single look. Of course, she is the voice of the Emerald Enclave. Their ways are different. Wild, mysterious. Important druids and such. Can't say we in Neverwinter think about them much, but their word holds weight with the elves. But Lady Forewater, she sees the necessity of order, of structure. That's why she sided with me. Though there might be another reason. Ask away. Thunder Tree. A fine example of Neverwinter's resilience. A town abandoned to ruin, now reclaimed by the industrious spirit of our people. It was a logging settlement for generations, but after the eruption of Mount Hotenau, it fell to ruin. But Neverwinter does not let its lands go to waste. Our people returned, rebuilt, and now it thrives once more. A civilized place, unlike this forsaken woodland tavern. It is only natural that we continue negotiations there, where order and security prevail. Oh, you understand, I'm sure. Now there's a tale I've had to endure more times than I care to count. It happened long before my time, of course. But the elves never tire of reminding me. Mount Hotenau's wrath came suddenly. Fire, ash, the land itself splitting open. It wiped out whole villages, burned forests to cinders, and nearly drowned Neverwinter in flames. Thunder Tree, once a thriving town, was left an uninhabitable ruin. For decades, it was abandoned, overrun by monsters and the restless dead. Then, the last Lord of Neverwinter, say what you will of the man, saw an opportunity. He led the charge to reclaim Thunder Tree, sending people from Neverwinter to rebuild and resume logging. Of course, that also sparked the last war with the elves. Apparently, they took issue with us reclaiming a town that was rightfully ours. And now, here we are again, at the brink of another war, because some people refuse to let go of the past. Ask away. Now, what can I do?
Are you ready to leave?
The meeting at the Emerald Tavern did not go well. The speaker for the elves, Lady Galandalel, has agreed to move talks to Thunder Tree, a settlement of loggers from Neverwinter. Sancha Fallwater seems to think Lord Babris will be more amenable when among his own people. Entering the maple grove, you see a cloud of insects buzzing through a column of sunlight. They seem to be hovering around a barrel where the sap has been gathered. It's time to fetch what you need to make that gluttonous kobold happy. Two fuzzy humps lie in the clearing and give you pause. The nearest bear stirs in its sleep, seeming to sense your presence. You run swiftly past the bears, leaving them to blink awake with bewildered grumbles. You heft the barrel, sloshing with the liquid. It's time to get this back to the Emerald Tavern.
Flawless. Time to become a problem. Hope you brought backup. Bye.
I know the perfect song.
Your presence in the clearing draws more beasts to the area.
Ground deserved it.
That was a warning. Next time, I'll actually try.
Sing for me. No fell flat.
Here they come.
Ouch! Evil hurts. Good. More fighting now.
silent and swift.
Enemy's turn.
Prepare for sacred fury!
Fly true.
Didn't see me. Cute.
It is the foe's turn.
None escape judgment.
Steady hand, sure eye. Thunderstruck.
You earned that.
Enemies up.
Holy power. Meet villain face.
Let's finish what we started. Perfect aim. Arrow bites deep.
If I hit you, you deserve it. Should have ducked.
Blade sings true. I met mud with more charm.
We done? No? Good.
Sweet Fang's tail thumps his chair in happy anticipation as you approach.
You did it! Sweet Fang smell on you! Soon elf friend make syrup. Soon elf friend make pancakes! Until then, Sweet Fang share. Sweet Fang share food. Now Sweet Fang share secrets. What you want to know? Sweet Fang climb upstairs, go up tree. What you want to know? Sweet Fang came from down on ground. What you want to know? Sweet Fang hungry. What you want to know?
Sweet Fang looks at his plate, looks back at you, and tilts his head.
What you want to know?
Thunder Tree rises from its ruins, a village caught between past devastation and uncertain renewal. Raised voices can be heard from the village square as the negotiations begin.
Your people broke the treaty, first by logging where forbidden, then by murdering those sent to discuss the breach.
Our loggers never killed any elves. They found the bodies already dead, right at the edge of their camp. Suspiciously close, I might add.
You accuse us of planting the bodies of our own murdered kin? Bodies your loggers were caught burying in shallow graves.
You know very well.
While everyone else reacts in fear and confusion, you scan your surroundings. You bend, feeling for tremors in the ground. An arrow slams into the dirt inches from your hand.
Prepare to be smoten! I win!
Mark. Breathe. Let fly. They'll never see me coming.
Brace yourself.
One arrow, one reckoning.
Time to be the hero!
I've waited long enough.
You found a piece of sheet music. It must be part of Deacon Scalesinger's collection.
Quiet's wind. Good shots. Oops.
Not my finest moment. You're a bad joke, poorly told.
Their move.
Judgment loosed.
Strike swift. Strike true.
I say no to dying.
Again? Should have stayed home.
Take heart, friends.
Enemy's turn.
fight evil.
The wind whispers, time to act.
Here they come.
The hunt is far from over. The way lies ahead. Quiet, sharp, certain.
Hey, life's short. Let's make someone's shorter. Ugh, don't make me work for it.
I play rough. You dance with death.
It is the foe's turn.
Death flies in the wind.
Ancestors, guide my hand.
brute strength. Holy aim.
Breathe. Focus. Loose. Don't count me out.
Enemies up.
Behold my might.
Time to move.
Watch and learn.
Here they come.
Help. I need an encore.
My turn? Let's go! I swing for justice.
The last foe falls. You successfully fended off the attack.
See, I told you. More elven treachery. This was the last straw. The city shall hear of this duplicity. If I ever set foot in these woods again, it shall be alongside a grand army of Neverwinter. Lady Forwalter, I bid you farewell. Here, your payment. Let it not be said that Lord Elmer Babris does not pay his debt.
This is a disaster. I knew my people were angry, but this is madness. I recognized some of them, yet they looked right through me, as if I were a stranger. And what were those creatures? Those mushroom things?
They are called Myconids, beings of the Underdark who live in eternal night. It is strange indeed to see them on the surface. These renegade elves must be stopped if we are to calm the region. As mediator, I cannot intervene directly, but you can. I ask you, travel to Mushroom Hollow and uncover the cause of this unnatural outburst. I will await you at the Emerald Tavern.
Wait! You have seen the worst of Neverwinter's elves today, but there are many more who only wish to live in peace. The loggers deny murder, and I must investigate before I commit my people to war. Unlike Lord Babris, I would know the truth before abandoning diplomacy. I implore you, meet me at the loggers' camp. I feel it would be unwise for me to enter alone.
Lyrael's heart is in the right place, but I must urge you to hurry to Mushroom Hollow before the trail runs cold. Did you have other questions before you set out? The fungus people are strange. They communicate through spores. When you breathe them in, it establishes a telepathic link. They use spores for other things as well, to stun and to twist the mind. It is also how their leader, to Sovereign, maintains control. You must seek out this Sovereign for answers. Did you have other questions before you set out? When Neverwinter started the last war, the elves fought against them with the Emerald Enclave on their side. If they wanted to go to war again with our aid, it would make sense to involve us in the pretense of peace negotiations. Perhaps Lady Lyrael Galandanel was as shocked to witness the attack as she appeared, but not for the reason she said. It could be that she did not expect negotiations to move to Thundertree. Did you have other questions before you set out? Very well. May Gwaron Windstrom guide and protect you.
You fought for us when no one else could. I pray you'll help me now. My father, Edric, went fishing this morning. He should have been back hours ago. Duskpool Falls, his favorite spot. If he's anywhere, it's there. Please, if you find him, bring him home. I can't lose him. Not like this. The woods aren't safe anymore. I should have begged him to stay. If he's hurt, if something's happened, I don't know what I'll do. I don't have coin to offer, only my gratitude. But that's yours, tenfold.
You leave Thundertree with thoughts of war weighing heavily upon your heart. It seems the people of this region need you to discover what is going on if there's any hope for peace. But where should you venture? Lady Galandanel asked you to meet her at the loggers' camp to seek the answers she needs. But Sancha urged you to go to Mushroom Hollow to see why Myconids might ally with the radical elves stoking the embers of war.